What's going on, guys? Coach No back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels. And your time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything but you and me checking out these reviews. And it's going to be another wild one. It's about a man who he killed his wife and then he called the police on himself, man. Let's check it out.
Right now, here at 5:30, a man accused of murdering his wife of nearly 50 years appeared in court today for the first time. Roger Preston facing a judge today, less than 24 hours after he allegedly called 911 admitting to pulling the trigger. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Haggerty.
And I'm Ashley Rowe. Here's what we've just learned in the last few hours. 81-year-old Preston will stay behind bars without bond on a murder charge. A public defender will be appointed to him. WRL's Sean Gallagher joining us now live from outside the home. Sean, you spoke with the family. Did loved ones say anything about the couple and about what was going on?
All right, man. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, decision making, bro. And, it's crazy that somebody could be married for 51 years and then just, decide to do something like that. And, if you want to be with that woman or not, if you've been with her that long, it doesn't take 51 years to figure out that it's not working or things aren't going how they should, things aren't how they used to. And then 81 years old, man, that's kind of old to, just decide that you want to do something like that. And it seems like really mental health that will make you do something like that. And, just to up and one day decide to take your wife's life, man, it's not really ever worth it, especially at that age, man. You already retired. You already, should have some type of hobbies or something to keep you busy. And usually when couples are married that long, people do crazy stuff all the time. But when you are together that long, I don't really think it happens that much as far as somebody unaliving their wife. You pretty much know everything about her and she knows everything about you, and you guys definitely give each other your space and stuff like that. And your daily routine is what it is for the most part, and things are running smoothly by then, especially if you stuck it out that long. And no marriage is perfect, but some people decide to make it work. Usually when they've been together that long, like I said, and they just at that point they know that that's who they're with, and neither one of them's going anywhere. If it does come down to that point, it doesn't really matter how long you've been together. If you feel like you're going to unalive your wife, you just need to move on. No matter how old you are, any of that stuff, if it's going to lead to you making a decision that can change your life, especially that late in the game, it's best to just move on, man.
Ashley, not a thing, not even a raised voice here next door. You can see here the house behind me. One neighbor tells me that the woman who was killed here actually had a garden where she would share the vegetables with everyone in the neighborhood. But that generosity took a turn in the last few years. That neighbor telling me Roger Preston's demeanor shifted. Living along Buffalo Road, you'll get used to the noise from traffic.
I heard the sirens. I thought they were passing the house.
That's why Anthony Smith didn't think anything about those sirens yesterday, but quickly noticed this was different.
When they brought out the yellow tape, I knew something serious was going on.
Yeah, anytime they bring out yellow tape, it's usually, that means that it's a crime scene now and it's a body somewhere, and they're gonna launch their investigation. So yeah, it was different.
Right next door, his neighbor, Roger Preston, made a phone call to 911, admitting to killing his wife, Sandra, of more than 40 years.
It's over after you do that and you just admitted it and waited for him and stood there. I mean, man, it's crazy that somebody could do something like that. I'm sorry I just lost it and shot her 2 or 3 times. It just blew my mind that she would do me like she has. So if she's doing you a certain kind of way and you haven't been feeling it, like, you gotta move around, man. It's not worth it. Now, like they said, he doesn't have any bail, and really because he had already admitted to it. So he's gone probably for the rest of his life now, man. 81 years, and then 51 years of marriage, which is just get out of there, dude, and live the rest of your life single or something. Figure out something you like to do, and just finish it off like that, man. That's the best thing for you.
I just lost it. And I shot her 2 or 3 times. It just blew my mind that she would do me like she has.
Preston told the 911 operator about the issues they were having.
Me and my wife's been having marital problems, and she put me on some kind of thing where I just takes everything.
Smith has been
Probably was taping everything because she was documenting it. She might have been scared of you. They did say stuff just changed one day or gradually. And, at any age, man, females are going to do stuff that, you don't like. Like I said, no marriage is perfect. And you guys usually work through that stuff now. And definitely after that long, you already know the stuff that she does that you don't like, and when she does do that, you usually move around. If you're gonna stick it out with somebody after that long, then do that. But if you're not, then don't. And don't give it a second thought or a third thought to the point where you just get up and start having those kind of thoughts, man, at any age, bro. And this just goes to show, man, all the videos have different people on them, all different types of ages, but it always leads to the same thing. People just make the decision that they don't want to be with the woman anymore, and then they unalive her instead of just leaving and figuring out life after marriage, the next chapter.
on the receiving end of those out-of-the-ordinary accusations when Preston accused him of slashing the tires on his car.
It's like he made up these things in his mind, or he didn't know what was really truly going on.
I spoke to Preston's daughter on the phone today. She was unaware of any marital issues between her dad and stepmom and says her dad was diagnosed with Parkinson's in the last couple of years.
All right, so what he said, like, making up things that's not going on in your mind, that's like schizophrenia. And as far as the Parkinson's goes, I think that's when they like shake or something all the time. He sounded pretty coherent when he did call 911, and he, told him he unalived his wife, and he gave a reason why he did it. So, if he was something wrong with him, I mean, he just made it that much harder on himself to get out of this situation by admitting it. And nobody had to force him or anything. He just called him and told him that he did it. So, again, that's just how important, mental health is, spiritual health, consciousness, and making sure that this sort of thing doesn't happen.
Around the same time,
It was just like everything changed.
Smith noticed a change too.
He didn't talk at all. He didn't say hi. Sandra would always say hi, hey, how you doing? But he didn't talk. He was kind of like in his own zone.
From friendly neighbor to unreasonably paranoid.
It was kind of like everybody was after him, and he had this feeling that everybody was out to get him.
And with no bond, Preston will remain behind bars for the extent of this case. He's due back in court in mid-March. In Johnston County, Sean Gallagher, WRAL News.
Yeah, it's no bond because he admitted to doing it, man, and he's still answering questions. And I don't know if he turned down a mental health evaluation or not, but he definitely should probably get one just to see, that it's hard just by him admitting that and doing stuff like that, man, and giving an explanation of why he did it, even though, it's not a good enough reason. There's really no reason why you should ever have to unalive the woman, man. It's best to just go on your way or send her on her way, depending on your situation. And, again, no matter how old you are, no matter where you have to start from, it's never worth going to jail over for taking somebody's life, especially somebody that you've been with for so long. And again, there's nothing that a female can do that can get on your nerves to the point where you have to do something like that, man. It's always best to move around, bro. Anyways, this is Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. And your time is always appreciated, because you could be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.